in lunar flame.
Farewell, Master. Your gift of instruction, I repay in this strife.
Welcome to another Star Rail DPS Showdown. As you can probably tell by the amazing intro, we're joined once again by Doggo, my teammate from the Harlem Warp Trotters.
Hello Internet, I'm God Doggos and I'm honored to be back on our Turbo's channel. I hope you guys enjoyed today's content, man.
Make sure to subscribe to him. He put together this entire video again, and he makes some of the highest quality HSR content out there. The first contestant for today's matchup is none other than Jingliu, the former sword champion of the Luofu. Even though it hasn't been that long since her release, she's undoubtedly raised the bar for our hypercarry expectations. She works extremely well with a variety of teammates and has great self buffs too. In her enhanced state, she can easily devastate enemies in a flurry of ice, leaving no man standing. Just as you'd expect from the transcendent Flash herself. Jingliu's opponent is no slouch either. As her former student, Jing Yuan has absolutely made a name for himself as one of the Luofu's 7 Arbiter Generals for many centuries. This is no small feat, and Jing Yuan has demonstrated time and time again that he can overcome any challenge with the right strategy. Of course, he's also quite capable in combat as well. Blessed by the gift of the Rainbow Arbiter, Jing Yuan commands the immense power of the Lightning Lord. With this, he was able to deliver a decisive blow to his master in times past. Let's see if history will repeat itself, or if the master will get her redemption. Let's go over some of the rules for today's challenge. Jingliu and Jing Yuan are going to be put head to head in Memory of Chaos 10's first half. In future showdowns, I am looking at including both halves and tallying the total, but before then, I'll need to work on balancing the fights as well as it taking a lot more time to do. This time around, we only get 5 attempts each. We looked at each other's builds and tried to optimize light cones, relics, speed, as well as their supports. Both of them are E0, and let's take a look at how they're built. Jingliu will be rocking her signature light cone, I shall be my own sword, solid 38.5 to 62.8 crit ratio, and enough speed to take 2 actions at minimum in the first cycle of Memory of Chaos.
As for my Jing Yuan, I have his own signature light cone on, with the crit rate to crit damage ratio of 66 to 161. Definitely not the world's best Jing Yuan, but it's certainly usable. The low speed would not be an issue because we will have Asta on my team, along with Ting Yun as well. As for the relic sets, I'm on the 4-piece lightning with the 2-piece inner Cell Soto. Should be the best set for Jing Yuan.
You're going to see their builds on screen now. Both of them will get Fushuan to keep their teams alive, but also to get some crit rate and minor damage from her signature. All the 4-star supports are at E6 and have pretty high investment too. My Ting Yun will be rocking a Memories of the Past, while Doggos has a Planetary Rendezvous to give Jing Yuan an additional 24% lightning damage. Jingliu will get a 2-turn alt build Pella on Tutorial, while Jing Yuan will get an Asta on Dance Dance Dance. This will also help Ting Yun get 3 turns in a single cycle in Memory of Chaos, as well as ensure we never shoot off a weak Lightning Lord. If you were wondering, we've of course put a ban on Bronya, and Silverwolf won't be necessary. A couple last points before we begin. It goes without saying that this fight can be seen to favor Jingliu more than does Jing Yuan, since the Silvermane Lieutenant isn't lightning weak. Do keep that in mind when we assess their performances. Since we're also doing a limited number of runs, there may be misplays or imperfections, but we still try our best to optimize our teams and rotations. These showcases are created for your entertainment and out of our own curiosity, so feel free as always to make your own conclusions, but please don't take them as conclusive evidence. With all that out of the way, it's time to find out if the student has surpassed the master. Let's get on with the show.
And to start things off, we have Jing Yuan's team. Now my team has 2 Harmony characters, which the idea should be really simple now. All I have to do is to keep supporting Jing Yuan at all moments so that he can take the most turns and do the most damage. As you can see here, we're gonna do the Lightning Lord ult. Did 120k almost, which is very impressive enough. And now we have Asta again. We need to grab the final stack here for the maximum amount of damage boost for Jing Yuan and his Lightning Lord, which will take the turn right after all these mobs explode, giving me the Death Shred as well. So, yep, holy moly, 255,000 with that one Lightning Lord. That is how impressive Jing Yuan can be. Even though everyone says that he's like been power crept or whatever, he's still really good, which is why I actually liked this comparison, to just show the people that, yo, Jingliu could be good, but hey, don't sleep on my guy King Yuan did. Here comes Asta. I want to get her ult as soon as I could, so I'm using her E. And we have Fu Shred, which all she does is hit a Trotter. Pretty nice. It's pretty cute. And now we have, you know, King Yuan again with all the support he needs, getting the ult yet again with Ting Yuan helping him up. And yeah, we're doing some crazy damage. And we're about to have Lightning Lord taking the turn again. Right at this ult, we're gonna see an 8-stack Lightning Lord. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the 10, but it should be fine. We have full stacks on Asta. And we're doing 140k. Very solid stuff. The enemy is already like about halfway, you know, cleared. We're getting pretty close to like defeating them, which is nice actually. Now you would think Jing Yuan is like, you know, we troll him a lot. We say that he's not that great. We say that he's been power crept. Look at him putting in work. It just goes to show, no matter who you're using, Honkai Star Rail doesn't really just forget about old characters, right? They are gonna be perhaps weaker as compared to new ones. But hey, look at him putting out work right now. He's doing absolutely fine. We're not gonna get a 0 cycle clear though, unfortunately, though I think it would be possible without Fu Shred. If I had another Harmony / G buffer instead, it would definitely be a 1-turn clear. But either way, we have the skill into the Asta ult, get that speed up for our whole team, and we're safely in cycle 29. I don't think we need another cycle here, because with this ult, I'm gonna clear off pretty much all the mobs. That's, you know, 8 stacks onto the Lightning Lord. We have another turn coming up with Jing Yuan. It's gonna be 10-stack Lightning Lord. And I don't think they're tanking this guy, especially the Trotter as well, helping us out. Get that vulnerability on, and it should be over with this one Lightning Lord taking the turn. If only the Lightning Lord could be like Topaz, gets action advancement somehow. This could have been a 0 cycle clear. But either way, we still did a 1 cycle clear. For someone that has been power crept, very solid. Now let's see if we can defeat his master, Jingliu.
As usual, we're gonna mash Ting Yuan's ult at the start of battle. If you don't do it quick enough, then you won't get the extra energy from her A6 passive at the start of her turn. Of course, Ting Yuan's the one that gets targeted first, but no worries, Fu Shred saves her from taking too much damage. Now we can use Jingliu's skill to immediately enter the enhanced state. We're gonna follow up with her ult to deal a massive amount of damage. Unfortunately, we don't take out the fish, so we don't get the full defense reduction when we use her enhanced skill, but it isn't a big deal, and you can see how much it still chunked the Ascendant's health. We've got this cycle in the bag, so all we're doing for the rest of it is fishing for skill points and regenerating energy for the next wave. The game plan here is fairly straightforward. We want to keep Jingliu's enhanced state going for as long as possible. The key to this, of course, is Ting Yuan's ult regeneration, and that's why we also gave her this 3-turn Coggers or Memories build with Von Whack and an ER Rope. If you're wondering why I have low attack on Ting Yuan, even though it's better to maximize her attack buff, especially with Fu Shred keeping her alive, I was trying to get enough speed for her to take 3 actions before Jingliu takes 2. That way we can get a guaranteed Ting Yuan ult right before Jingliu's enhanced state ends. So you can see things are looking good. We have Fu Shred's Matrix up, Pela's Defense Shred, and we're going to have both Jingliu and Ting Yuan's ults full for the next rotation. If you use her ult right when she reaches 0 Syzygy stacks, she actually stays in the enhanced state with her ult and gets another stack. So it does look like I missed the speed tuning on Ting Yuan, probably due to her E1, giving the Benediction target a 20% speed buff after they use their ults. That's why Jingliu is going a bit faster than I expected. If she got hit more, then maybe she would have got her ult again, but it's okay, we still have one more enhanced skill left to shoot before the cycle ends. We've also been making use of Pela's E4, reducing the ice res of the target enemy by 12% when using her skill. We're going to be able to break the Silvermane Lieutenant here, which should help a bit. Fu Shred following up with her ult will do a little more chip damage to set up Jingliu for her final attack, and this is the moment you've been waiting for. Well, it looks like we have the results. Jing Yuan managed to clear in a respectable 1 cycle, while Jingliu took 0. Now, although Jingliu took the win in today's battle, it was very close, and do remember that this fight is more favored for her. If anything, this speaks volumes about Jing Yuan's strength, and we're all well aware of how Jingliu stands in comparison to the other damage dealers. She's either at the top or the top. The fact that this matchup was so close despite the advantages given to her, we can comfortably say that Jing Yuan is quite impressive. He might not have won the showdown, but he definitely gets to walk away with at least one victory. Let's give a big round of applause for Doggo and his King Yuan's performance. After doing these runs, I had a bit of a thought. We're at the point in the game where heavily invested characters can clear Memory of Chaos with ease, and I had kind of an idea. The goal of the series has always been to showcase them at their full achievable levels, so no E6 or S5 5-stars, only E0 unless stated otherwise. I think depending on the matchup, showing them with free-to-play light cones can also work. Throwing in both halves of Memory of Chaos from time to time will also help gauge their overall strength, though this is a lot harder to do since balancing element matching is important. Let me know what you think. Doggo's got some final words for you after this, but if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to him for more amazing content.
Yo, as for my final words, I don't really have anything much to say, but firstly, thank you to Otomo for having me. And I suppose secondly, if you guys enjoyed or if you guys have any suggestions at all of what we can do let us know in the comment section down below. Both of us want to make some fine content, which we are still wondering what that would be, considering the game has already reached the point where there are enough characters and enough relic quality to really clear everything. If there are any interesting ideas, do let us know. And that is all from me.
Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.